I didn't even do PowerPoints for school, coach.
All right, Daisy. So tell me, how long you been training jiu-jitsu?
I want to say a little bit over a year, more consistently. I would say that it's not only a physical challenge, but a mental challenge. So I come and it makes me really turn gears in my head to be able to not only see a technique visually, but also perform it physically and be able to execute it. I personally think it's because it's such a challenge and it also pushes you to your limits in a sense. So for some people that don't really like a challenge or maybe don't like being put out of their comfort zone, it can make them scared.
So a lot of people start jiu-jitsu and they end up quitting. Why is that? Why do you think that it's so difficult for people to continue to do this martial art?
I think it's because it's such a challenging sport, both mentally and physical, that some people don't like being put out of their comfort zone or given that challenge. It makes them uncomfortable and frustrated. So I think that's why some people may be scared to continue the process because, they'll come for a few weeks and jiu-jitsu is not the same as another type of hobby. I say that it really takes commitment and consistency to be able to see progress. And it's a very humbling sport. So it's different from like dance, right? You learn some techniques. It's like 1, 2, 3, and you repeat. Versus jiu-jitsu, it's you can learn the move for weeks and still improve every single time you do it. So I think that's why a lot of people don't like coming back, unfortunately.
Yeah. So why do you keep coming back?
I like it because it makes me think in different ways. Obviously, I went to school and I work, so I'm already tired as it is. But when I come here, it's kind of like almost a game of what's going to be today's challenge. And I don't know, I just really like the environment and everyone here is so like good spirited and so like supportive. And I think that's why I like it here because my environment is making me thrive. So, it could be difficult to learn techniques and stuff, but because I have people who are pushing me and they're supporting me, it makes it more interesting and fun to continue coming. To be completely honest, I think one thing that I like is to see how sometimes I could beat up the guys because, girls and guys, we have this aspect where guys overpower us, right? Because it does come down to biological sense that they are stronger than us. But, sometimes I'll get a guy with a sweep or a choke, and I think that's like incredible because, as a woman, we're a little bit intimidated by men. I honestly started this as a hobby just to see how far I can get. I did hear, I forgot who it was, but I had heard that someone had mentioned that once you start jiu-jitsu, it's kind of like you're in it to the end, right? And I don't see myself stopping anytime soon to the point that I am now ambitious to keep pushing and see how far I can get here. So hopefully black belt.
And you did your first competition.
Yes, I did.
So tell us, how does it feel to go out there on a mat and compete against people?
Honestly, very scary. I'm not too sure as to why. I think it's just because I hadn't done it before, and you give yourself this pressure of, am I going to do good? Am I going to, make everyone proud and put our gym's name out there? So I think it was just all that pressure that I was putting on myself that made me freak out. But overall, it was really good. Like once I made impact with that person, like I felt like all the jitters and stuff went out the door, and I really enjoyed it. And I do see myself competing in the future.